In tonight's cover story, a WGN exclusive. The United States Army establishing a new reserve unit outside of Chicago.
These soldiers won't be carrying out battle plans. They'll be following recipes. WGN's Mike Lowe has a look at what's cooking at the Armed Forces Reserve Center in Fort Sheridan.
These chefs are making enough food.
We'll do make spaghetti from pasta from scratch.
To feed an army.
I think it's really cool.
Sergeant Crystal Melendez from Gage Park is one of 150 reservists selected to establish a new Army unit.
Company, attention!
Whose orders are to make meals for the men and women in uniform.
I like it. I like being around all the cooks, and I like having so many people. Everybody brings something different.
During a ceremony at Fort Sheridan this week,
Company, present arms!
the U.S. Army Reserve took the rare step of establishing an entirely new unit.
Today we gather to mark a momentous occasion, the activation of the 238th FFC.
The 238th Field Feeding Company, the first ever of its kind in the Midwest.
First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the Army goes rolling along.
Fielding a new unit is very rare even in the active Army. So to be able to do it here at Fort Sheridan in the reserves is even more special. Those who swear an oath to defend our way of life.
Jim Bland is the civilian aide to the Secretary of the U.S. Army. He says that food is the backbone of a fighting force, and he cited the example of the starving Russian army, which ran out of food during its attack on Ukraine in March of 2022.
What we saw with Russia is that they actually kind of flamed out in the middle of their advance into Ukraine because they didn't have their logistics. So that actually weakened or compromised their forces, and actually they ended up violating some laws of war in terms of going into people's homes and having to secure food that way.
We are deployable in a sense.
Unit Commander Nicholas Rice says these cooks will be sent out of the kitchen to Army training exercises, disaster zones, and battlefields.
Units are going overseas. We would be attached to them, either one or two teams depending on the size of the unit, and they would be cooking for them for the duration of that deployment.
They cook out of a trailer known as a battlefield kitchen, complete with heating and refrigeration, plus preparation and storage space. It's a full-service mobile unit where the soldier chefs prepare 3 meals per day for up to 300 soldiers.
They wake up early in the morning to ensure that we have a cooked meal. They feed our bellies, they fill our hearts, and we're so grateful to all the soldiers, and they love to do it.
It's a job more about the food than the fight.
That's obviously the first image that people have is infantrymen or people behind desks making these big decisions, but we're all people and we all need food to sustain both mental and physical capabilities.
So we do have other jobs. We have IT jobs, we have nurse jobs, we have mechanic jobs. It's not about just combat arms jobs. As you can see out here, we have chef jobs.
These soldiers serve the country and serve lunch. Army officials say in war zones, finding and sourcing local food can be difficult and sometimes dangerous. They say prepackaged meals ready to eat don't provide the same comfort as meals that have been cooked.
What we like to do is provide a hot meal to soldiers because that really does boost morale.
It's been said that an army marches on its stomach, not its feet, meaning a well-fed army is an effective one.
You need to be fed, but it's also a morale thing.
At Fort Sheridan, Mike Lowe, WGN News.
And by the way, the Field Feeding Company has room for about 50 more soldiers, and anyone interested in a position can contact Army recruiters.